Hey guys, good way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we're back with the next episode of Supergirl. Last time on Supergirl, we had a lot happen.
Yeah, Supergirl finally made it out of her mind palace. So that was good.
What?
Her mind palace. Whenever she was in a coma.
Right? She was in the suit.
In the suit. And so
yes.
she finally came out. She's functional. She's out kicking butt. And then they cured the air problem.
Yes, they took care of that. They also, we had Manchester Black show up.
Yeah.
With Fiona. He was looking for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which she ended up dying.
Sad story.
Manchester Black looked like he's going more of a Punisher kind of route. Getting lots of weapons and stuff.
It's amazing how he started out so peaceful. Like, not throwing a punch, just, dodging everything. So then he didn't punch anyone. They made themselves hurt themselves. And then at the end, he's grabbing a bunch of guns.
Yeah.
So, big polar change for him.
Having a parallel with John and what he's doing, where he's not wanting to fight either. And then by the end of it, we had number one, Supergirl, that we hadn't seen for a long time from Russia.
Yeah.
Was there. That she's out again. And then also the other thing was the Colonel. President's not happy with the way the DEO is being ran and has sent a Colonel now to take care of
G.I. Jane.
So that's where we got left off last time, and I believe we also had a poll.
Ooh, Aaron loves polls.
Okay, so for last week's poll, we asked, what did you think of the Supergirl armored suit? We had 35% say I didn't like it and I hope it's gone forever, while 64% said I enjoyed it and I want to see it again.
Wow, I'm so surprised by what a difference that is.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be like split.
Fluxbuck says it was alright. Cameron says love the suit and hope to see it again in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Groot says I'm mixed. I like the fight scenes from her perspective.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like, instead of actually watching her in action, we're watching her be in action.
Kevin says, I have a feeling the helmet concealed Kara's face because we're going to see it again when she battles her Russian doppelganger.
Oh, snap. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they used it this time to hide the fact that it wasn't her because
she's on Broadway.
She was busy with Broadway, so...
With when? I don't know for sure.
Travis says,
I'm hoping.
Travis says, I love the GoPro style. Hopefully, when the season is over, she can wear the suit without the helmet because it was badass.
Yeah, the helmet kind of made it too top-heavy for me, I guess.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see it without the helmet.
And speaking of without, Dobby says, put a cape on it, and it's great. A super should always have a cape and shield. In which Joey responds, no capes! From The Incredibles?
Yes,
right?
I know. Because they're all about... Capes are bad. Make you fly through airplane engines while you're waving to the crowd.
Yeah. Flashback 007 says, it reminds me of the Injustice suit of Supergirl. I liked it.
Oh.
And then Stargazer says, is there a meh option? I think it looked good, especially without the helmet. But there's no reason for her to continue using it now. So there we go with some thoughts on the suit that we had. And will we see it again? Will we not see it again? I don't know. But we will see the next episode right now.
Maybe you're right.
Nina's always right. She's very sagacious.
Let's load.
I was going to say, is he tipsy?
Brady, how many of those have you had to drink?
The ginger juice? 12. You see, James,
12.
the ginger root, it also strangely makes the roof spin. Long live the Legion.
Well, it's nice to see you so happy, Carl.
Well,
The sun is shining.
One of my superior capabilities is recovering from alcohol libation with remarkable speed. Are there any more scones left? You know.
oh, yeah, that's
You
right.
two know
I
each
forgot.
other? Well, we met once at a pizza place.
Come with me.
Don't come any closer. I'm warning you.
Absorb him.
Stop.
Yeah, there it goes.
Crap.
Give me your hand, son.
Is he a healing guy?
Yeah, that's what they said. He's the alien healer by helping peace, mind, and body. Something like that.
love shapeshifters.
But what's he
What
stealing?
about you,
no.
sir? Would you like to come
Oh,
face to
crap.
face with yourself?
Jensen. No. No.
Oh, crap.
That weakened her so bad. Oh, she.
Oh,
What else did he get? What else did he get? Come on, you got power up.
still has some good strength left. That's
Maybe.
good. But he now has it too.
Yeah, I'm saying, what all did he get from her?
Oh,
Don't worry, I made this quick.
No. Dang it, now he's a shapeshifter. No. Shoot, stay on him.
oh, crap. That's why there should be a kid on the TV show.
When she handed me my check, she had written a note. I'm an alien too.
No.
And she left me her number. I've seen Miranda every day since. And guess what? She stopped using her inducer.
You see, my satellite tells me the exact coordinates of your location at this very instant, so running a facial recognition search would be the very definition of well, that's another matter entirely.
Run the algorithm.
Sir.
I love that.
That's impossible. I promise you. Amadeus would never have thought about me. He's my father, and I've never even met the man.
Oh.
Amadeus, your father? Deadbeat father.
Yes,
I like
I
them.
absolutely can. I can use some force field discs and link them together into a force field matrix. I can also outfit a gun to blast uranium.
We get it. You're hired
You're hired.
to make a good team.
What happens though when things are going bad, you know what I mean? She's been okay so
It's
far.
exhilarating to watch.
Let me be very clear about something, Professor. You will not lay this at my feet. Thanks, Cassie, and I'm sure Amadeus could feel that.
I love
It'll help
seeing
him
him
hold on.
interact with people.
Just know we're doing all we can to
Such
find that
a
Amadeus and
strong
make him safe.
backbone.
She said that I betrayed her.
Yeah.
I made her deny the alien part of her, which made her feel like even more of an outcast. The children of liberty are right. All roaches do is bring misery.
What are you saying?
Your
Who are
daughter.
the children of liberty? A group of people who know.
He didn't die yet, right?
No, but he's dying.
And there's the amulet. Everybody run!
What is that?
Maybe he's more of a centrist than you want to admit.
He's reaching a lot of people.
Yep. Jeez, he does it so quick.
Well, I'm sure Guardian will help. Well, what's a speech when the city needs its human hero? Isn't that right, Mr. Olson?
I want to punch him. Oh.
Though an explosion of that magnitude will kill everyone inside the dome.
Our operatives have personal force fields.
But what about everybody else?
If Jensen gets out of the dome with the power he has now, we'll have a lot more people than that to worry about. Crap.
Oh, he's shooting out of the dome. Oh, he's out of the way.
Awesome.
Huh, okay.
Jensen has overloaded the dome.
Supergirl will get him out.
What?
On it.
Okay, so she's focusing getting people out.
behind you, but the opening is only...
Me?
Gotta be fast.
Miss, I can help you.
Supergirl!
Uh-oh.
Get behind me.
Crap.
Kara? I mean,
Why don't they
Alex?
use her as bait?
Where's Alex at?
Oh.
Agent Jensen.
Get out of there, Supergirl. Get out of there.
Even if I give up, he's still out there.
Who's he?
Crap. He's just gonna die on the spot. Don't crush it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Still, I have to say, it is much better to have you in charge than that imposter, John Jones.
He's anti-alien. John's like a private eye.
Yeah.
He's got the hat.
Oh, I'm sure you like that. I don't know if he looks good with it, though.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about everything we heard at the media summit today.
Yeah.
Alright, look. What's this green stuff?
Yeah, what? Yeah. That doesn't matter anyway.
I think it's just the stuff that Parasite was in.
What's on your mind?
I don't know. I love Sam Witwer's like character. Him in the mask, like the Agent Liberty, whatever guy, like does a lot of this kind of stuff, you know, because it's a mask.
And you can't see, yeah. You can
So
only see.
it's just kind of moving around and looking up and down, trying to like, oh, here's what he's feeling and thinking, and you know he's talking because he's moving around and stuff. But I love when he's not in the mask.
Yeah, I like it more. It's a little easier to tolerate the scene.
He also has this thing though when he's like talking and thinking and stuff, and he puts his thumb like right here.
Because he has that dimple right in his chin. He has the butt chin.
I mean, that's how you get it.
Very handsome.
Is that how you get it? You just gotta keep rubbing that area right there?
No, you're just born with it.
I'm gonna do this a lot now.
It wouldn't matter. You have this right there.
Well, I would get rid of this whenever this shows up. I just gotta push that bone in or whatever you gotta do.
Colson has it because it runs in my family. Mark had it. My brother has it. Anyway.
So we had a little Parasite thing. They did save money. They didn't go full Parasite monster.
Oh, you mean CGI budget wise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just kind of tossed in some superpowers, and they gave a big giant dome, which was kind of cool.
And the proton pack. I was like thinking like a little pack. I wasn't thinking full out Ghostbuster pack.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy, can you get on that?
But I love the final confrontation with Jensen and about, you know, you're still the agent, you know, that you be the hero I know you can be. I like that. It was Alex being a director and doing what she felt was right.
Yeah.
Versus her and Haley, right? That's her name? I think they called her.
Oh, yeah, General.
Do you think...
Commander, I don't know.
All right, so the big dome was there at the vigil, which had a lot of aliens in it. Mm-hmm. Still some humans, but not all.
Imagine how many aliens that would have killed.
Yeah, with her being kind of anti-alien and her giving the order, I wonder if it would have been different if it had been like all humans in there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if she goes to these Children of Liberty meetings.
I don't know.
Like, it seems
I mean, she
like...
still wanted to stop Jensen, and Jensen was for the Agent Liberty, so...
Yeah, but she could have used that to her advantage to, you know, like, here's the bait, here's the trap.
I don't know, maybe not, but...
But she also helps Supergirl. Like, she's like, Supergirl, you can't be in on this because he'll take everything from you.
Which she was also shocked whenever Supergirl was inside the dome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of her. I hate that.
We knew it was a bad omen that she was coming over, and we felt something bad was building up the whole entire time. And now we're kind of seeing it like peek through. So I'm wondering how bad it's going to get.
I just hate the idea of these like John did a lot in the past 3 seasons as director of DEO.
Save the world how many times?
trying to save world, doing all these things, but because he was an alien pretending to be Hank Henshaw, which they found out the Hank Henshaw thing like a while back, I thought. Maybe the president of them didn't know. I don't know. But it just seems like you're condemning these people who have been there to help everybody because they are an alien. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not basing it on what they've done. You're basing it on what they look like, you know?
But, I mean, I can see how he was an imposter, you know? Like, he took over Hank Henshaw's look, you know?
Yeah, he did.
So, he was an imposter.
But that was because he was being hunted for being an alien. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
like Hank Henshaw was going there to kill him as the director of the DEO, and then Danvers is the dad, Dean Cain.
Yep.
He was the one there wanting to save him. Like the DEO with the original Hank Henshaw was just going in basically killing aliens.
Yep. I know. I'm not saying that what he did was, technically it is wrong. It's against the rules, and she's very strict to the rules.
Yeah.
And, like, if he would have looked like anyone else and tried to build his way up, like start as an agent and build his way up instead of coming back as Hank Henshaw and taking over his job,
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been able to take the job, and then he would have been hunted. So he hid there. I mean, I guess he turned the DEO into being more of a safe house for aliens and humans and the protector of the, it protects from aliens that are trying to hurt the world, not just protect from aliens that are just aliens because.
Yeah.
So.
I get what you're saying. You don't quite get what I'm saying.
Which one was in the wrong? John or Hank?
Neither.
Well, Hank was definitely in the wrong.
Hank was following orders.
No, he was creating the orders. I feel like he was in the wrong. He had a bias. That's why he turned into Cyborg Superman so easily. Working with the Luthers. But John, I mean, sure, he shouldn't have... I guess he shouldn't have turned into Hank, but because that's what he had to do to hide, I think he tried to take the DEO in a more civilized manner than just attacking aliens.
Yeah, and he did a fantastic job. So I can see what you're saying. It's very frustrating that he's getting the slack that he is from this Haley.
After all the years of him working with the government trying to do what he could. What'd you think of do you think the parasite effect thing, whenever he took the amulet off and there was like that weird purple glow, do you think it's anything, or was it just like a visual cue of like his powers are going away?
So I thought that it was like the powers going away at first, but then I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So maybe it was a power that he absorbed, like a specific power. I don't know if we'll see it again, or it is purple like parasite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was confused by it, I guess. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I saw it and just thought it was weird. I think it was just a way of them kind of showing like his power going away. Because he fainted when that happened, and then they went...
Yeah, but...
So I think it was like his power dispersing, because the amulet was holding it in there, intensifying his powers and stuff like that. So I think it had to do with that, maybe.
Maybe. It's confusing. I really enjoyed Amadei.
Yeah.
Like, that whole storyline there, that was fun. Like, it's your one-off alien of the week. But he had, like, a deep story, Like, she went there to interview him because he was an alien healer. And Kara's trying to bring, like, love to everyone. Like, spread the love everywhere. Like, this is an alien healer. And his only wish is to heal the human heart. Yeah. Like, he wants everyone to love one another. And then, like, you dig a little deeper, and then they're like, oh, crap, he's corrupt. And then you dig even deeper. Oh, no, he's not corrupt. Now the ex-wife or whatever is corrupt.
Yeah.
So it was just a very deep story that I think flowed well with the parasite.
Do you think he's done?
No. What do you mean done? Like, he's going to continue healing.
No, like, will we see him more or anything? Because one thing I was wondering was, like, if you had... You have his daughter, who's part alien, part human.
Yeah.
Could he use her as a stepping stone on getting to humans?
That's
because he was saying that his frequency wouldn't reach to humans, and that was his wish. But if you take someone who's a half-half, work on them, because they have some in the alien you can connect to, or however his stuff works. Mm-hmm. Could you use it as like, okay, well, let's do this. You're part human. I'm getting a better understanding of being able to reach that side of you. Now let me try a full human. And then I can cure them or heal them or fix them or whatever.
Huh.
Like
yeah,
his
that'd
daughter,
be interesting.
His daughter that he hasn't had a connection to for however, I don't know, since she was born or whatever the case is. Perhaps she is the key for him being able to
get humans.
Complete his wish. His daughter is the key to his wish.
That'd be a pretty cool loop. I don't know if they're going to make him a full-out story arc, though,
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it could come back again later on. I love this scene where, like, he makes a little boy walk who I'm assuming couldn't walk, or maybe he was just sick, or whatever it was. But I don't... What do you think of John Private Eye?
With the fedora and everything.
I like it.
I like that aliens are reaching out to him and like are feeling safe by his presence versus before it's like you're with the DEO.
Yeah, well, whenever they mentioned before is about like I solved whatever it was, and before he even said, "Here, I got another one for you." I'm like, he's kind of like a little like, he's like his own investigator, like for aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there's like a story arc where like Martian Manhunter does that in the comics or anything, where like he solves crimes. Like you could have a neat like, not to the extent of like Batman's like the best detective or whatever, but you could have like you could have some detective arc kind of things with Jean where he's like, I mean, number one, he can shapeshift.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know, so I don't know. It'd just be neat.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of that in this, though, in all the future episodes, which I'm okay with. It helps with the one-off aliens going on, so.
I'm interested in what's going to happen with this Guardian thing. You had Ben Lockwood talking about Guardian being the human hope, where you have, like, Supergirl being the alien hope, you know, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Him going undercover, maybe, with Ben Lockwood to try to reach the Children of Liberty, to reach to Agent Liberty. I think it would be neat. Like, I don't know if Ben can fight or do anything, but I think it would be really cool to have Guardian fighting Agent Liberty. Like, just the way their suits are and stuff. I think it'd be neat to have them both, like...
Yeah, it would be really cool, but like you said, I don't know if he is a fighter.
Yeah, I don't know either. But, I mean, it's alien stuff.
But he'd be
something, maybe.
in the back scenes, like, commanding everyone to attack. But I'm scared for him. I'm scared for James.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't see this going too smoothly. Like, at first, definitely. But I can see James saying, like, just something a little off to make Ben Lockwood go, So, I'm kind of concerned for him. Maybe, like, Ben will find some way to control his mind, or...
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it's a TV show. Of course he's fine.
I thought it was something else. What was it?
I loved Brainy in this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like starting out with drunk Brainy. And then it was good comedic relief, even though it was at the beginning. Like, starting out with 12 juices. Did you know the ginger root is blah, blah, blah? And it makes the floor spin. And then
He's such an interesting character, because you have, like, that alien, like... It's almost like a kid. Like, he doesn't understand things, but he's super smart, you know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for?
He's kind of like Sheldon, I guess. He's very literal.
It's not that. It's like a... He doesn't understand some things. I guess there is the literal thing of it, but there's like something where it's like, you know, he doesn't get the human aspect thing because he's been an alien and he's in the future. So there's things like lost on him. But there is the literal thing that happens with him too, so he kind of has like two things going on. Like the literal thing for you, I guess, you mean like
with Nia, the whole you told me to find you, not call you.
Yeah,
I'm like, he's a creepy stalker.
You have that, and you have like the juice and all that kind of stuff. So like he takes some things like literally, but I'm trying to think of an example and what the word is I want to use. But there's like a childlike essence to him sometimes with some of the ways he acts and responds, but not to the point of like him being, I don't know, immature. But there's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of what it is, but I get what you mean about he's very literal. Like that is one thing that really takes him into some trouble.
Yeah. Like, do a facial scan on me. Sir, you have a tracker on you.
It was interesting hearing Kara, like, she did her thing about Amade and then had a lot of comments that were a lot of hate comments. And not even a lot, what's her name? Nia? Yeah. Something like that? Nia.
I think it's Nia, but I've written it down. Nia now.
So you had her talking about how like most of the comments were good, I guess, but you had some of like bad ones like that. But she was like really sticking to it, and she's like, this is one bad comment. You get those every once in a while, and she's like, no, look at some of these. Like it just made me think like you get those bad comments sometimes. Like hopefully the majority aren't bad comments.
Yeah.
You'll have some people every once in a while that will say those bad things, and that goes with like anything you do, whether you're working on a film, a newspaper, a blog, a YouTube video, whatever. Like you'll have those few, but try to look at the majority. If majority are being positive or good, then you're probably okay. You have a few people that are the sticklers. But if it's the other way around, where you have a couple people that are enjoying it maybe, but the majority are not, then that's when you should really look into what you're doing. And
definitely. But with her, it wasn't the fact that there was a couple of bad ones. It was the fact of, like, you have all this positivity, and then you have people jumping in saying, kill them.
Yeah,
you need to kill everyone. It was just the violence that was getting to her. It wasn't the negativity. Like, she's used to the negativity.
Yeah,
but it's
she's sticking
straight
on
up
those.
killing them.
Yes, which is bad. It's still a negative comment.
And then it happened.
Yes, but it's the negative comment she's focusing on, when she should focus on the good stuff. Also, she's not looking at who she reached that maybe hasn't responded. You're going to have these drastic people like those who are saying, like, kill the aliens and whatnot, which those people, for the most part, they're not going to change their minds no matter what you do.
Yeah.
But what you got to think about is, like, that thing that you sent out, all the people that read it that didn't say something, what do they think? And did you change their mind or do something different with them? Regardless of what the bad things say and how violent the bad things are, those people are probably the hardcore, like...
extremists.
Yeah, that are going to be... That's their viewpoint, and it's not going to change. But usually you're going to have the people who will comment and say the good things, the people who will comment and say the bad things, but you're going to have a big grouping that don't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be wondering, like, how did this affect those people, and what did those people that didn't say anything say? So
Definitely.
All right. You have anything else, or do you want to move into Q&A?
Did we talk about the conversation between Alex and Haley at the end? I forget what we started with. I know that we talked about
her and, like, the dome, but we can go a little bit more into
just the conversation at the end with her demanding the superiority.
Yeah.
Like, it just...
She's, like, really turning in more hardball. Because before she was kind of like, I'm there with you to help you. And now it's like, I'm your commanding officer. You'll listen to me regardless of what your views are.
Salute before you leave.
Yeah. Like, she never pulled that out before. And
No.
She did that before, and now she's, like, playing, like, she's trying to play that card.
Well, that's because Alex was defending John. She's like, John taught me everything I know. He's the one that promoted me.
Yeah.
I love and respect him, and he's part of my family. And she's like, he's an imposter. He's an alien. You are now in charge. We made the DEO what it's supposed to be by putting a human in charge. You are now my little dirty dog, and you need to salute me before you leave. Like, I don't...
No, she's playing the superior officer card, and now her true intentions and faces kind of came out, where she's anti-alien. She is she's got her own views on things, which is why earlier when we were talking about, like, what would have happened and would she have changed what she wanted to do if everybody in that dome would have been human instead of knowing that a big chunk were alien. Yeah. Like, she was willing to sacrifice all those aliens in there, but if it was humans, would it have been different? And I think that's going to be the true, like, test of, you know, where on the line, where is she? Is she, you know, just for humans? Is she for, you know, is she just against aliens, or is she for, like, the greater good? Because, I mean, she said, like, if he gets out, more people will be in danger than what's in danger there.
Yeah, which is true.
But, I mean, Alex, she looked for an answer that didn't sacrifice a lot of people. So I'm just curious on...
But at the same time, who would be in danger if he got out? It would be a lot
everybody.
of
Literally
humans
everybody.
and everything.
Collateral damage for a monster and stuff getting out and about, doing everything. You could have humans and aliens alike all in danger.
I guess,
which is even what Alex said there, was that if I shoot you, you will die, and everyone in here will die, and not everyone in here is an alien. There are humans in here, too. You get them out and about, and the only way to take them down is also that big nuke type of thing. I mean, you could do damage to everybody and not have a big force field to protect them.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad that he let himself go.
Yeah, I am, too. I think it was
Alex did a good job talking him down.
She did a good job. I'm going to find these Q&A questions here. Alright guys, we're going to do our Q&A for Supergirl and see what questions and thoughts you guys had while you watched or finished watching this episode. You guys can enter in on our Twitter @BlindWaveProd using hashtag SupergirlQ&A. If you follow us on Twitter, we also usually try to put out a little reminder every Sunday night when this airs.
Yeah.
To let you guys remember and hopefully not forget to send in any questions and thoughts you guys have. Pepsi Queen says, if you were a parasite, who would be on your list to absorb?
That's a good one. I don't know. Who would you think?
Spider-Man?
He's not DC.
Well, he's not in the real world either. And neither are parasites that absorb people. I would absorb the power of Matthew McConaughey, so I always look good with my shirt off.
I'm here trying to think of aliens.
What?
Like, I'm trying to stay strict to, like, the guidelines of what all he can absorb. You're here, Matthew McConaughey.
So,
Why don't you go with Guardian there?
take our shirts off.
Just saying. But, or Dig. Ooh.
Digging up them holes. Well, then if we're going to go with DC characters, I'm going to pick that Spider-Man guy. It's just like Spider-Man. Remember him? He was in like Young Justice and stuff.
Isn't Power Girl,
Power Girl is Supergirl from another universe with big old titties. You should be her.
isn't she an alien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're halfway there.
I just need the waist.
Isaac says, how do y'all like Sherlock Jones so far?
Oh, Sherlock Jones.
It could be Jones. I read it as Johns. John Jones. Yeah, it's Jones. Sherlock Jones. My bad. I'm liking John. Well, it's spelled all weird with apostrophes. It gets confusing. It's hard to read, and I don't read books. I like John, and I enjoy. I'm liking the idea that he's trying to solve and help people without having to fight. Mm-hmm. That's been his big thing. Although every time he's tried to help people, he's had to get Supergirl to fight. So maybe he needs to fight some.
Yeah, it's kind of counterproductive in that aspect.
But
I'd like him to find more peaceful, like more strategies to stay peaceful, you know? So I'm excited for his development, and I'm excited for more investigation.
Hashtag Daminora says, do you think that Kara should be putting more thought in this article planning for her weekly articles? Should she use fake names, because wouldn't she be putting people into the Children of Liberty's crosshairs? Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. What do you guys think?
I can definitely see that, but I think the people like Amadei, knew that they were putting themselves at risk.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact that they're willing to stand up and support their alien race, they know the risks about this, and they should keep their name.
Yeah.
I mean, they can put in an anonymous comment or something, but it's not as...
The issue with having fake is that now, if the person's name's fake, what else in the article could be fake?
Yeah.
And you need to try to have it as straightforward and real as you
that
can.
credibility.
Yeah. And what she's trying to do is, show that, hey, these aliens are just like you and me. Well, they are just like her because she's an alien, but people don't know that. But the same sense applies, where it's, look at these people, they're just an ordinary person trying to live. Some of these people have weird looking bodies of some sort. Some people don't have, they just look normal. Some people have powers, some people don't. Like, some of them just look weird and they have literally no power. It's a person with a weird ass fucking forehead.
Stop making fun of Star Trek. Come on.
That they look like it has like ridges, or a waterfall could be cool on their head. But like, they don't have any power. They just look funny. So they're just making fun of, they're just like hurting people that look funny. Matthew says, do you think that James could go to Ben's side? I would love to see Guardian versus Supergirl.
Ooh. That'd be so hard on Kara. Like, Kara would definitely hold back,
But do you think James would switch sides?
Only if he's mind controlled.
You don't think he would
I think he has a pretty strong backbone. Like, whenever he was having that conversation with Ben Lockwood there in the, whatever that meeting was, he held a very strong stance.
Okay.
After he was making all these comments, and he's like, what on earth? So I think he's going to stick with the undercover thing and do the best to keep himself well undercover. Mm-hmm. So, but can I see him fighting Supergirl? Yes, to hold his undercover position, or he's mind controlled.
Okay. Dr. Winchester says, if you could have one alien power, what would it be? And you can't choose parasites absorbing. I would take Matthew McConaughey's ability to take his shirt off and look good. That's what I said before, right? I'll take that one.
Now just look like Power Girl.
Yeah. That'd be great. Those are two great powers. They combine so well. We'll have another 4 kids.
With our powers, we unite.
More kids everywhere. I don't know. Power-wise, there's some really cool powers out there.
I don't know. I've never been able to pick a power that I would like because I've always liked the aspects of like Win or Batman or Batgirl. Like, no. Like the people that can use their mentality to create and invent things.
We'll get Brainy's power of being smart.
That could be okay.
Now you're smart. And I look good with my shirt off. We're a team. Kitty says, isn't the General's prejudice against the DEO's mission? And do you think she can or will shift the organization towards anti-alien? The way she said seems very us versus them. And yet they still hire Supergirl just as I was starting to like her. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Some kind of gif here. I don't know. I don't know how she's going to go. My concern with her was about what would have happened if more people were in the dome. Like, I thought she was good. She wanted to stop Parasite, I think, for the greater good, regardless of, like, Liberty's, like, what Liberty was trying to do. So she's not for Liberty and the children of Liberty and all of them, but she's not for aliens. So she's kind of in that middle ground kind of thing. The DEO's mission is to protect the world against aliens, right? Like foreign attacks, right?
Yeah.
I believe the initial DEO, like when Hank Henshaw and everybody, when they created it, was that the DEO would protect the world from extraterrestrial attacks, right?
Yeah.
DEO stands for like Defensive Extraterrestrial Organization or something of that such, I think,
That was
right?
Earth. Department of Earth.
DEO stands for District Education Office. No.
Yes.
You know, I put in DC. Department of Extranormal Operations. Government agency in the DC universe appearing in American comic book DC comic. Okay, so that's the right one. Extranormal Operations. So, with that, I think their main goal is to protect the world from these external forces from the Earth, right?
Yeah.
But with those forces coming to the Earth, and the president had previously said a thing where aliens could make residence on Earth, it kind of had to change a little bit, so they're supposed to be defending Earth, not humans, right? Whereas Hank Henshaw, and I think also this new general we have, or colonel, is it general? Colonel, I think it's colonel. I think we keep seeing general. I think I wrote colonel from last time.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is the colonel general or something. Anyway, so her point of views could be similar to Hank Henshaw's, where maybe it's like we protect humans from aliens. Whereas John and Alex, I feel like, all have a view of like we protect the Earth from aliens.
From alien invasions.
So whether you're a resident here, it doesn't matter whether you're human or alien. You're a resident of Earth, and it's our job to protect you from these extraterrestrial things. So,
which I can see her being very old school. You can tell that she's been in this field for a while. So she may have ran with the former DEO before John Jones came in. So I can understand her mentality, but man, Kitty, I'm with you. Like, I first wrote, I heart Alex and G.I. Jane's conversations because, like, she's like, I condemn you. Like, you did fantastic. You cut that time by 10 seconds. That's amazing. Good work. And then I wrote, like, what the fuck? I'm like, what just happened? I loved them together. I was going to ship them and everything. Not anymore.
Kitty also says, Brainy not accounting for John Jones' ability to shapeshift was what I meant about him not thinking or being as smart last week. That said, it must be amazing to never have a hangover. As Melanie was saying earlier, it's like Brainy just has this very literal sense, and when he is told something, he takes it very literally. Instead of, I think in the second episode, they had some talk about like thinking outside the box a little bit. Like he needs to kind of, you know, something along. I forget exactly what they said. I don't know if I wrote it down or not.
She told him to think outside.
Right.
Well,
Like,
there's the putting the emotions in boxes.
something like that. So.
But yes, he is very literal, but it's also translating to this type of language, you know? Like if someone's learning English and we said, like, think out of the box, for an example, they'll be like, I'm not in a box.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So it's just understanding modern day language, I guess.
Dobby says, I like this season actually giving some place to journalism. Do you think James and Carr will be in conflict in how the paper should approach the new rising discrimination? This is the thing we haven't really talked a whole lot about. Previous seasons haven't had as much Kara need. The first season, I think, kind of did and worked with that.
With a lot of Cat.
Yeah, whereas, like, kind of later seasons, it kind of just gave her a way of investigating and having an excuse to be where she was and stuff. Whereas now, like, her story here really kind of fed into what was going on with Parasite, and it kind of all looped together. But the reason her journalism was going there wasn't because, oh, well, I need to go do this to try to help Supergirl. Her thing was, I need to go here to make a story to try to help all this, you know, racism going on.
Yeah.
And I like that because so often in the past it's been like, I want to tell a story about this guy in jail. You know, like the cultist guy. Which was just because she wanted to go there to get information so Supergirl could stop rain. It had nothing to do with, like, this one just kind of wrapped it in a ball and, like, here's the story.
Yeah.
They tie together. But they were two. Here's what Kara is doing because she can't be Supergirl against Parasite. Here's what Supergirl is doing because Kara's doing other stuff. You know, it's almost separate worlds, but here's where they converge.
Yeah, I liked how this whole episode was written. It did flow together and it worked out nicely. But I mean, she just pitched a new idea for her next articles. So we will be seeing a lot more writing side. What's it called?
Journalism.
Journalism.
Dobby also says, I guess Russian Supergirl is definitely going to be the later half of the season. I'm also looking forward to Manchester Black having an episode.
I know.
Which that would be kind of neat.
Especially with all those guns.
What plot are you looking forward to see come back? Is there anything that you're looking forward to coming back?
That they've started and then...
It could also be things from last season before or anything too, you know? Like, is there anything still going on with Argo?
I'd like to see Lyra.
Lyra?
Lyra.
Who's Lyra?
Not Mono. Wynn's girlfriends. Where did she go? I don't know. That's what I'd like to see wrap up.
The Superman being on the other planet thing. We haven't had anything with that at all. So I'm kind of interested on like what's going on with that. I can't think of anything else right offhand. Maybe Magan. What's Magan been doing? Like, how's the battle up on Mars doing since we were there last?
Yeah.
Right? Some stuff like that. Like, we had Magan show up in, like, what, second season, first season? And then...
She made an appearance last season.
Yeah, I know, but she's just kind of, like, been sent away, and she's not here anymore, you know? Maybe that could have been part of the whole... I cannot remember if Magan was first season or not. I forget.
No, not first.
Was she not?
Mm-mm.
Because maybe the reason they've kind of pushed her more to the side and only shows up every once in a while is the same reason that during the second season, CW took it. They went Canada. They weren't filming like in California anymore, so that actress kind of like, well, I can't really be there all the time anymore.
I know that we were in the basement filming it. I think we did most of first season at Eric's.
Mm-mm.
No?
We did like all the first season at our place, I think.
We started
the very
at
beginning
Eric's.
was at Eric's, but then when it became You and Me, we did it in the basement.
I know Eric watched some with Magan, like the Magan reveal, because I was so excited for it.
Chicken Noodle Soup, do you...
Second. Sorry.
Second season? Oh, no. I think it was first. Chicken Noodle Soup says, do you think Colonel Haley is lying about Jensen's status? She said about him having a flatline brain.
Oh, yeah. Like, either she's working with the Children of Liberty or she had them killed on the way to the desert.
Not dessert.
No, I thought it was deserted area, a deserted base. Like everything around it was deserted.
See, that's Eric after he's finished all of his food. Yeah. And he's already eaten his ice cream as he's been deserted.
Oh.
It's like an adjective or a verb.
Oh, I see.
I don't know words. Let's see here. Anything else we got? And then Red French Moon says, Supergirl's really good so far, and I may be a little late for the Q&A, so I'll say I love your reaction. Well, thank you, Red French Moon. But he does ask, do you think we're going to get more about Nia soon? So far, she's been more of a background character.
It would be interesting to get more of her.
It gives us something really to be able to focus on in that journalism aspect.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that has nothing to do with Supergirl at all.
No.
But she has her own points of views and everything. And everyone else that we've had kind of show up for the journalist side, like, never really went anywhere. Like, Mon-El was supposed to be doing the journalism side, and that never really went anywhere, you know? He kind of quit that. Miss Schumacher?
She's working for Lena now?
I don't know. But, like, everything they've done there before, with the exception of having Kat, and what happened with, baldy glasses guy?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't remember his name, but he was awesome.
That's what I mean. Like, there hasn't been much there. Like, he was trying to kind of work with her, but
he was a great mentor for a journalism side.
It was like trying to give a new mentor to her, and now that's kind of all fallen on the wayside. So with this, all right, Kara, here's a mentorship thing you can do with Nia. You know, take this, do some journalism stuff. Here's story things you can do. People you can interact with that don't know you're Supergirl, because everyone else she interacts with knows that she's Supergirl. Except for Lena. You know?
Yeah. What are you going to say about that? Except for Lena. How does she not know? Is that what was going to follow it? No. Everyone else knows. How does she know?
But she's on both sides of it, though. You know, she works with Supergirl and she works with Kara.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some people that they don't know Supergirl, they don't ever see her, and they're surprised whenever, like, if they ever find out. You know what I mean? So, I think it's really neat. I think we may get more Nia stuff going on here, especially this episode. It felt more. We had her in, like, 4 scenes or something.
Nia's gonna find out here by, like, 2 seasons from now. Oh, yeah.
2 seasons?
Not 2 seasons.
3
no, 2
years.
episodes. 2 episodes from now. Because she knows that Brainy is an alien. And Brainy is hanging out with Kara. Like, how do they even know each other? Like, she's gonna find out, too. 2 episodes from now.
Alright guys, that's it for our Q&As for this week. Make sure you guys submit more questions for next week's Supergirl, as well as we do questions for our Doctor Who series, for Arrow, for Flash, for all the other CW stuff as well. Walking Dead for the other guys. Server's Resistance, all kinds of things. So, before we leave, today we need our poll, which Melanie has, and it's going to be...
Well, Nia find out in 2 episodes from now if Kara is Supergirl.
Alright guys, if you guys want to find that poll and let us know if you think Nia's going to find out this season, make sure you guys go to patreon.com/blindwave, vote in the poll, and we'll talk about it all next week. Make sure you leave your comments as well, and as always, subscribe so you don't miss any of the CW stuff coming out every day right here on Blindwave.